Hello, truckers and adventurers. Welcome back to SnowRunner on the lowlands, the main region. We're in the Dan truck. I said the Dan truck. See? Dan truck. I came up here to get the wood planks because kind of need to get the sawmill up and going to be able to do other tasks and jobs, apparently. So, since we kind of did it last episode, I drove up here from... We were at the sawmill trying to load the cabins into the zone, which... I'm doing it correctly. I just get to get the full cabin into the zone itself. That's all I really need to do. And it's kind of difficult to do so. But you know what? We got 2 of them up there. We need 2 more. And that is what I want to kind of work on to start off today. So I thought I'd just drive up here because we pretty much came up here last episode. You know the route. Didn't take me that long to get up here, really. It took me maybe about 5-6 minutes with this truck. This truck is cruised on up here. Even though I didn't even stop to fix the suspension on it, I had no problem whatsoever. So now we're just going to head back to the production line. Got to drop off these wood planks, and then I got to go down to the port, and we got to get 2 more cargo containers, so we can make 2 more cabins. At least we'll get the cabins done today, and then, well, we need concrete slabs. Well, I'll probably hold off on the concrete slabs. Maybe we'll go get some metal beams somewhere. We need 3 metal beams. I know where I can get 2 of them, which is not far from where we're going past here in a little while. And I think I can still get 1 more from the garage. So that's what I'm kind of focused on today. If we get a little bit further than that, then maybe we'll start edging on over with this Dan truck, and we will go get some concrete slabs. I would like to stop off before we go there and get some metal rolls to bring over to the factory so I can make more in the future. But I don't think I'll get that far. We shall see. Alright, carefully let's go downhill here. Don't want to be bouncing around too much. Have a nice view of the garage from up here. So, since my last video, Gamescom has started, and, well, if you like watching SnowRunner, Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment are going to be coming out with a game in 2025 called Roadcraft. I think they said it's kind of based on the same engine that this game runs on, but with a little bit of changes. So basically it sounds exactly as the title says, Roadcraft. As the leader of a company specialized in restoring cities devastated by, trying to read and drive at the same time, which is never good, by natural disasters, use your construction machinery to restart the local industry, clear debris and faulty equipment, rebuild roads and bridges damaged by weather, and much more. It is on Steam already. Not to buy, but you can wishlist it and have a better look at it and see the game trailer itself. It does look very interesting. Will be something I'll be doing on this channel. From looking at it, you're darn right I'll be doing something with it. So, in 2025, yeah, Roadcraft. Yeah, I'm very interested in giving that game a go when it comes out, whenever that may be. And you may say 2025. It's not that far off. Scary to think about, but yeah, it's not that far off. Speaking of not being that far off, we got through that bumpy part. Well, I probably should have been reading on that bumpy part of the road, but we got through there just fine. I just realized I'm in automatic. I should be in like low plus. Okay, there we go. Up the hill. Can we get high gear through here? I don't want to praise too much about this truck this episode, because I did it a lot last episode for the first time using it, and I'm loving this truck. After I realized the truck I was looking at a couple episodes ago, I don't have access to, because I haven't gotten the 3-year pass yet. I could do that, as I mentioned, but then I would have to do a lot just to get to that truck in general. But the way this truck is performing, I'm good right now. Oh, yeah, this is the part I got stuck in last time. Same exact spot. I don't get stuck in this spot on the way up to that logging area, but on the way back, definitely get stuck there. Actually, you know what? We may just mix this. I still want to do the same jobs I just mentioned, but instead of after we get these delivered, we go right on down to the dock and get the cargo containers. We may just go get the metal beams and bring those on over, just to switch up vehicles for a moment. Oh, there is a big rock I gotta avoid here, unless I just... Yep, that's the bigger rock I was I was thinking I need to avoid. Nope, that's high gear. We don't want high gear. Every time I go through this spot now, I remember bringing the bandit up here. Don't remember what I was coming up to get. But we rolled over in the bandit. No, I was delivering something. Don't remember what I was delivering, but we rolled over right there. I say we. I include you guys. I will need to fix this truck, though, before I go over to the other map to get the concrete slabs. I mean, the only thing I need to fix is the suspension because I damaged it at the sawmill, of all places. This thing just breezes through the terrain. I'm sure at some point I'll find some place this truck will get stuck. I mean, every vehicle gets stuck at some time somewhere. For those of wondering also when I'm going to get back on the other map and get that scout trailer with the cargo vehicle spare parts delivered, I'm probably going to have to just bring a vehicle over and tow the scout vehicle out of that icy mess. Although the Lodestar was able to actually hook up to the scout trailer, so that was a big bonus. But now I just need to go ahead and take care of the others. The two other pieces of cargo that went flying off. One's on the ground. One, last we saw, was up in a tree. That's right, I said it. It was up in a tree. I don't know if it's still up in the tree or not. I will say this about SnowRunner in itself. The amount of content that you get, and I don't get paid by SnowRunner or anything to say something like this, but the amount of content that you get for, like, if you buy the 3-year pass, it sounds like 25 US dollars, give or take a few pennies here or there. The amount of content you get for that, hours on end, definitely well worth it in my opinion. If you like the game at all, I think it's worth every penny that you put into it. As for the DLCs and stuff like that, I'm not too sure of, because I haven't done them all, but I've just been buying the year expansions, and I can't keep up with the amount of jobs that we got to do. Oh, why did you have to stall there? Just gotta be a little bit careful. I don't want to get too cocky in this truck to where I start bouncing around too much and we do actually flip over or something like that. I think where that up arrow is, that's where the metal beams are, I think. I think there's 2 metal beams over there we can grab. Round and round we go. I don't want to say we're home free at this point, but no more muddy areas for a while. I could go back to Alaska at some point and get a lot of upgrades, but it's going to be one of those things of having a look at the map. And I think I forgot to put the link in the last video. I said I was going to put the link of the website I found where it lists all of like the jobs, the upgrades, and all that, where you can find them. So if you were looking for it, I apologize at this point. Video's been out for a couple days and no one said anything, but I just realized I did not put that video in the link. Or the link in that video. Not the other way around, there's no video in the link. Yeah, the link to the website to find those upgrades. Alright, we're at the production facility. So I brought down more wood planks than what I needed, because you never know if I'll need some more. And if I do need more wood planks, I can just come. I think I can take them right back out if I wanted to. I think that is an option. Okay, let's turn off the engine, and we will unload. So no cabins. Can I take out wood planks? Yeah, I can take the wood planks back out. But we don't need to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to jump into... yeah, escape is not the right key to get to the map on this one. So we need something that can load up some lovely, lovely steel beams. And why can't I click on... that's a dairy longhorn. We're gonna grab this. She's all fueled up, all ready to go. I think I got a semi-trailer already over here. Wait, do I want to do it this way, or do I want to do it... Oh, what else we got for a vehicle that I could use? Because I've been using the dairy longhorn quite a bit. Park and brake. Let's turn off that engine. Can I change trucks and get to the one I want to from here? I can. This does not... Is it? Can I use a trailer on this? I don't know if I can hook up a trailer to this. It's got the pin. Because it's either I take the dairy longhorn and the semi-trailer and I can put 2 steel beams on it, or I can take this with a trailer and still get 2 beams on it. Am I going to be able to spawn a trailer? It's going to say something's in the way. Ramped flatbed. No, that's not what we want. Wide flatbed. Generator, gooseneck, semi-trailer. Flatbed trailer? Will that take steel beams? That will. I know that will. Failed to attach trailer due to insufficient space. Alright. Gotcha. I'll just move this right over here with the rest of them, I guess. Almost hit that fire hydrant. Didn't even know that was even there. Get back into this truck here. Alright, so where was I? Now I gotta scroll the way back down and find it. Nope. Sideboard trailer. There we go. Perfect. So before we actually go anywhere to get the other two, we're going to roll up right here. And there should be one more here. Actually, it says 2 left. I think I want one of them. Let me just double check on to make sure there's actually 2 of them up here. There is 2 of them up there. So we'll just load up one. And on the way past the sawmill, or through the sawmill, we will drop this one off and then go pick up the other 2 and bring those down. And then after that, we'll hop back into the Dan and we'll go down and get some cargo containers and get those 4 cabins, I hope, in place. that may be a struggle. I had to go watch a video on it and see how it's slow. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And that person was doing the same thing I was. They were fiddling around with the exact type of crane. Probably not the same truck. I don't know what truck they were using. I don't remember. But, yeah, they were having some issues getting them in there. Although they were honestly doing a better job than I have so far. It's not hard to do a better job than what I do. Okay, let me put it in low plus to get up the hill along with the trailer. Hope the trailer doesn't get stuck in that tree. Perfect. Alright, so the steel beams, I think, need to go over here. Alright, it does say 2 out of 4 delivered. So you can see the 2 cabins over there. They're just not all the way in the zone. That's why they're not being counted. I think I'll just put this truck in a high gear. It seems to do better in high gear than automatic. It doesn't seem to have a lot of top speed in this vehicle. Is this an Azov? I think it is. One of the Azovs. Don't know the exact number of it. Oh, is automatic faster? I'm not going to be too concerned about fuel in this trip, so I'm going to go right past the fuel station. Going against one of my major rules of SnowRunner. Top off with fuel all the time, but we're not going that far past the production building. And then I'm coming right back on through to get to the sawmill, so... I need to get that pickup truck and the service trailer back both to the garage. The service trailer is no more useful, has no service repair left into it. There we go, up the hill. And, yeah. Gotta love the random damage. I should be utilizing a little bit more of what I can be doing in SnowRunner. I don't know if I would get the jobs done quicker, more efficient. I think I may have talked about this recently, but if I haven't. Basically what I'm talking about, so originally going down to get the cargo containers to make the cabins, I needed 4 of them. So normally, as you see me do, we just jump into a semi, we grab a semi-trailer, we go down, we grab 2, come back, make another trip. I mean, I know a lot of people do this. You just grab another setup for whichever you're using. So basically buy a second semi or just use another semi-trailer, and you tow the one behind you. So you're making one trip with 2 trucks, load them both up and drag them both back. Except the only slight downfall is when you do get stuck, you're going to have to unwinch from the truck behind you, pull yourself forward, and then re-winch to the truck behind you. I don't know if that saves time, but by doing one trip and then kind of drag, I don't want to say dragging the truck behind you, because you can turn the engine on and use it. But you pretty much know what I'm trying to say there. I don't know if it's faster, if it's quicker or not, I have no idea. I was getting ready to take my normal route, but then I realized I got to go over to that building over there. Let me put in no plus. Plus dragging a trailer behind me that has no power being transferred to the axles. So I am dragging that trailer behind me. Let's try to stay on what looks like solid ground. And we'll try high gear. If it works, it works. There is a road going up through there. I wonder where... That's something that would tell me that maybe that goes to like an upgrade or something. A hidden upgrade. Metal beams. And then... there we go. And now the building is gone. Like it never existed. What is going to be up that road? I mean, I say road. Yeah, there might be an upgrade up there. Where was that? I just saw it a second ago. Where was that? Oh, I think it's going right up through that little valley right there. Might be hard to see right now at the angle that I'm at. Maybe someday in the Tuz. That might be a job for the Tuz. I mean, there is a road going up there. As far as I know, I don't got anything to do up there. Alright, back to the sawmill. And drop these off. And we can check mark them off our list of things that we need to do. Yeah, I think this setup might be a little bit better than the Dairy Longhorn and the semi-trailer. I'm only going to get 2 on that as well. And I could use the same setup to go down and get the cargo containers. But that Dan truck does pretty darn well hauling that stuff around. Alright, I'm going to try cutting across the mud hole here. Well, that did better than where I crossed previously, which is not that far from where I just crossed. Alright, back into high gear. Just gotta watch that trailer behind us so it doesn't get bouncing too much. If that cargo comes unpacked, I don't know if I have a way to pack it. I don't know if I can, when it says pack on this vehicle, if it'll pack the stuff on the trailer as well. It might do so, just like a truck does on a semi-trailer. Yeah, it probably does, thinking about it. So I'm going to assume once we do get the sawmill up and running, I'm sure it's going to be to make probably planks and such. If I want to make long planks, I'm going to need long logs. If I need medium planks, I'm going to need medium logs. And of course, short planks, short logs. Once again, I'm going to try to put that link for the SnowRunner maps that show where the upgrades are. You can go by the list. So if you're looking something for a particular truck, you just click on the truck and it'll say these are where the upgrades are. Then you click on it, it'll bring it to the map, show you right in the map where you got to go. Let's not hit that pothole going back on down through. I'm trying to learn about these potholes. At least that's why I got told what they're called. I don't really see nothing that much different than what we always travel over, so... Alright, this time on through, I will top off with fuel. And again, I could use the same setup even going over to get the concrete slabs. Because what I'm hauling now can carry the same as a semi-trailer, basically. Because the concrete slab is 2 slots. Metal beams are 2 slots. And a semi-trailer can hold 5 slots. Now, going up to get the wood planks, semi-trailer makes a little bit more sense. Because wood planks only take up 1 slot, I can carry 5 of those. If I were to bring this up, I only got 4 slots, which means I can only carry 4 wooden planks. Yep, you're here for a math lesson. But I'm pretty sure most of you already knew that. Alright, metal beams, which we're getting low on. But we do have the metal factory on the other map also. Yeah, did I say earlier I want to bring the metal rolls over to make concrete slabs? I think I did. Someone may have already commented. Yeah, I need cement. I need cement. Alright, and like that, they just disappeared. I guess I can park this right here. All right, let's go back and get into the Dan truck. Okay, now I just need to back out of here. And so far, having a suspension somewhat damaged hasn't affected me that much yet. At all, honestly. Alright, let's go get some fuel. And let's go get the material that we need to get the last 2 cabins. Yes, I know it says 0 out of 4, but 2 of them are there. They're just not all the way in the zone. What I'm kind of hoping that we can do is when I start unloading the next 2, I could use the 2 that I'm loading to push the first 2 into the zone. Wishful thinking, but we shall see. As I ruined the suspension more. Yeah, go around the pole on the inside, not try to go around it on the outside. Although, I made that corner pretty good, actually. This corner may not go as well. I may rub on that their sign out front. And we're off to the races. Probably should, one, let's turn on the lights. Because what I'm about to do. Let's make it a little bit dark. But not for long. The sun will rise once again. You have to be careful riding on this ridge. Of course, I went down in this ravine here. Try to get more on the ridge, not down into there. The trailer could be causing me some issues. Can I? Nope, don't want to winch to that. Or that. Yeah, there is literally nothing in front of me to winch to. What am I... Is it those rocks? Might be just the rocks. Well, I didn't get stuck here last time. I got myself a tree. You've got a friend in me. That's all we needed. Thank you very much. Alright, let's cross the river. Be careful here I don't damage the fuel cell, because I've done that many times on many trucks. That's part one. Yeah, I could be getting hung up on those rocks just a second ago. Could be because my suspension's half damaged. I'm in low plus. There we go. And once we get past this part of the river, it's all asphalt all the way down to the dock, the port, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully for the ride back, the sun will be up more than enough. So we get a much better view of where I am going. And around this corner here, and right at the bottom of the hill is our entryway to the port, and we'll grab those 2 containers. Yeah, I've been told I should be doing some more contests, and I kind of laughed. I said some more. I'm not sure if I've done any. Because that is the best way to get a good bank account. Not concrete blocks. We need cargo container. Cargo in the zone will be destroyed. Oh, I put it in the wrong slot. Okay, I don't want it on the loading platform. I want it on the trailer. Well, we can leave that one there. I mean, it's not like we don't actually pay for these. Alright, now I'll just do my famous backing up job out of the port. Trying to hug this side a little bit more. And then turn it. Alright, that wasn't too bad. As long as nothing falls off, we're all set. Perfect. Careful of the light post. And of course the fire hydrants as well. Don't want to be hitting those. All right, let's cross the river. Gonna go right to low plus. I expect to get stuck. You know where. If you've been seeing this crossing enough, you know we're gonna get stuck right in this general area. Well, we are still moving forward. Okay, so maybe I won't get stuck there. And hopefully I don't get stuck here because I don't got nothing to winch to. At least I don't think so. But I haven't gotten stuck here before, I don't think, to know if I do or don't have something to winch to. Well, I did hit the engine on a rock, apparently. Just nicked it a little bit. Yep, still got 2 cargo containers. We're good. I mean, it's kind of obvious when they come unpacked. It does make a heck of a noise. It does grab your attention. Alright, just need to be a little bit careful, as I said before, coming up and also going back this way. I think I need to hug this side more. I was on too much the other side of that ridge line. All right. We are getting things done. Making that list look a little bit smaller, and hopefully here in the next 15 minutes, those cabins will be completely marked off the list of things to do. I would like to come in here with like a snow plow or a grate or something, just push all these rocks off the road. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, the game Roadcraft looks like we'll be able to do so. Just want to get the front of the truck in far. There we go. All right, so unload, and then we go to here. Make cabin, and then go here, and then select cabin. and then get back on the road. But now, for me, comes the challenging part. getting all 4 of these cabins in the zone. I hope they don't all have to be upright or anything like that. Just be in the zone. I'll be happy with that. Because I think it's about to get messy. And I don't know if they have to be on the ground, meaning can I stack one on top of the other and it knows it's in the zone? I'm guessing they all have to be on the ground itself. Well, we shall find out here soon enough. I'm not going to fuel up because, oh geez, go on the inside of the pole, you moron. Yeah, when I do use this truck again, I'm just going to recall it to the garage to get it repaired. And of course, they'll get refueled at the same time. Then I can come back over and I can get this semi-trailer at the sawmill. Because I'll be going that way. I've got to cross, guess what, the river to get to where the cement is. So if you guys are looking for a truck that does pretty good off-road stuff, I just have to say, watch the last 2 videos. This one and the previous one. And if you have access to this truck, I don't know where I unlocked it or if it's part of a season pass, 1 or 2 or whatever. But if you got access to this Dan truck, I would recommend it. Alright, so before I get out of the truck, I gotta make sure I unpack the cargo. Okay. Unpack, thank you. Alright, and now so what I should do actually is I gotta get this truck actually back up next to the cement wall here. Kiss the wall. Alright, put on the parking brake. Gotcha. And let me try doing this again. Oh, that's right, because those footings for the cabin are getting stuck. And that is far forward as that crane goes. What a pain. Boy, you think that crane would reach further than that. Oh, wait, how do you rotate? Move crane, lift lower, cargo rotation, Q and E. Okay, it's not the fastest rotation. Well, it says one. Looks like they might both be in. But I would say highly doubtful that they're both in. Alright, let's spin around here. Gotta watch out for those power lines. I was trying to attach to that one, thank you. No, 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 no. I feel like I'm in full concentration mode, just trying to get the these loaded on. Whoop. Swing and a miss. Well, it says 2 are in there. So when I get this next one, I gotta try to push the one that I think... Why is that one not marked in there? Is that one... It might be actually the one further back. Hang on a second. All we really need to do is this. Okay, it's not sliding over. No, it's counting that one. Because when it dropped back down, it said 2 again. How is this one over here? Alright, whatever. Let's get the 4th one over here and just... we'll figure it out. I hope. Of course, I should. Bombs away. Does this... Maybe I should try it first. Hang on a second. This will... This will rotate all the way around the back, right? Yes, it will. Alright, so that's what I need to be doing. Restore crane. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oops, sorry. Change trucks. Let's go ahead and move this. Sometimes the answer is so easy, you just overlook it. It's like, why don't you just back in and then pivot the crane all the way around. Alright, can I change trucks from this far? No, I cannot. Oh, yeah. And now we'll just jump into this one. Too bad that the cabins don't disappear when they land in there. Because trying to cram all 4 in there is going to be... Well, maybe so much easier doing it this way. But yeah, if they disappeared and we placed them one by one. Probably shouldn't park too close, because this crane will need to pivot around. And I don't want that banging into that. Alright, activate anchor. I hope it's not heavy, though, that it's going to tip my truck over. Can't really see it doing that, but then you never know. Okay, let me raise this up, get it over the other ones. I'm actually watching the power lines like it's going to do anything. In real life, I'd be nervous, like, watch the power lines. Alright, what I'm trying to do at this point is just trying to get the third one in. Okay, so which one is not in? Maybe it's the, Well, this is not going well for me at all. Okay, so the crane is fully maxed out again. I'm actually starting to think I got to rotate. I'll have to do these one at a time here. Rotate them this way. I'm going to get there. Slowly but surely, I'll get there. Okay, I'm actually going to have to move this one. So this one must have been the zone, because this now it says 1 of 4. Okay, now we'll grab this one. Now, which way do I got to rotate it? Rotate it like that. Okay, we got 3 now. And will he get the 4th one in? That's the question. Four or 4? All right, let's go ahead and restore the crane. So those will stay there, I believe, until I get the concrete slabs, and I assume it'll take them all. I hope they still register when I bring the concrete slabs over, when I reload the game. But that is the way I think you're supposed to load them up there. That's going to be the best way to do it. But we got our 4 cabins, so now we just need 2 concrete slabs. And we'll be doing that next episode, which means we got to go over to the next map and make some. We got enough cement over there, but if I'm going to make a trip over right to that building, I might as well go grab. So, yeah, we'll grab the Dan truck and the semi-trailer. I am going to repair it, and I'll get it back here fully repaired and refueled. Grab the semi-trailer. We'll come across over to here. Unlimited cement here. And then we'll come out of the warehouse, and we'll take this gateway right here, which brings us to the other map, which, as you know, brings us down to the fuel depot. We can top off with fuel and then scoot our way up to the factory and just make a round trip. And the sawmill will be up and running. Fingers crossed, next episode. But yeah, hopefully this time I can remember to put the link in the description below for the website that shows you of upgrades, jobs, so on and so forth. And I'll also try to remember to put it in last episode as well. Maybe I'll go do that right after I get off from here. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video and you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. And if you haven't done so, might want to hit that subscribe button as well. Oh, and just a reminder, like I said, the game is called Roadcraft. Same company, Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment. Go check it out on Steam. Roadcraft, all one word. Pretty much kind of the same concept that we're doing here, just that you're building roads and fixing up cities. Almost like what we're doing here. But just give it a look. But anyways, if you this is where we're going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you again right here in SnowRunner. But until then, have a good one.